Hello guys, today is Saturday the 18th of October and I've taken my little rusty girl, my Frankenstein as I called her, because the reason I called her Frankenstein is because the belly pan used to be held on with cable ties and it looked like a bit of stitching. I don't know where it is, but is it this side? Oh yeah, it was down there, but I've glued it together now. So I took it for an MOT this morning and it passed, but there was two conditions. That was the number plate that was on it when it comes into focus. Fuck's sake, it ain't doing it, is it? Right, anyway, so it failed on a number plate. Obviously you can see the size of the one that was on it compared to what should have been on it. And oops, fucking hell. And it needed a brand new horn as well, so I've got a brand new horn for it as well. But the most important thing was, while I was riding it there, it was coughing and farting and spluttering, and to be honest with you, I think that there's a bit of shit in the carburetors. And I think it's a combination of it being stood and using that fucking horrible petrol that they put in stations, you know, that is it E10, whatever it is. I've had problems with that with my ZX12, and what it's done in my ZX12, and I need to sort this out, is when I start the bike up, so my ZX12, when I start it up, it starts up first time, runs perfect, but it starts pissing out petrol from under the seat somewhere. So there's obviously a rubber ring that's corroded away and gone, and when it's under pressure, that's when it you know, squirts the fuel out. So anyway, I need to do that, and the same's happened here. I think there's a bit of shit in the carbs. I'm going to try and show you now, but I don't think it'll do it. There's a bit of shit in the carbs, I think. And I'm going to get another exhaust for it because I don't like this exhaust that's on it as well. So yeah, so I think what it is, there's a bit of shit. So when I was revving it, going to the MOT station, you know, as I'm going down the road, it's going like that, coughing and spluttering until it reached a certain rev, and then it would be all right. But obviously that rev was too, you know, the rev and the speed was too fast for the road I was on. So it was a bit of a ball ache getting it there or not. But anyway, and I'm going to put a different can on because I don't like that. It seems to, there's something fucking rattling inside it. But anyway, right, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to let it warm up for 2 minutes and then I'm going to take the carburetors off. So what I'll do is I'll take the carburetors off and I'm going to get them home, and then I'm going to strip them down and then put them back together. I'm going to buy a new carburetor kit, put them back together and put them back on the bike. The other thing as well is, it said that I've got slight misting on one of the fork seals, so I should be doing the forks as well at some point. So anyway, let's get cracked on with it. So I've taken the tank off. Obviously it's a bolt at the back of the tank, one at the front of the tank. You lift it off and then you disconnect the fuel hose, and then which is that there, that goes to the fuel pump, the fuel filter, sorry, and then you disconnect that green wire. I'm now taking the air filter off, which is obviously that there, and 4 screws under there. Loosen all that and that'll just pull off. Obviously there's little hoses that are connected. There's one in the centre, one on the side, like so. So we're at the carburetors now, so what I'm going to do now is start it up, and then we'll let it run out of petrol. Right, I'm going to try and show you what happens when you rev the engine. You'll see these floats, they go up and down. They'll vibrate up and down as you turn the throttle. I don't know if you can see that or not. So anyway, I'm going to leave that to run out of petrol, which won't take long. Oh, can you see the servo working as well? That here, look. That's turning. And because I haven't got the X up connected, it's just doing nothing. So it thinks it's doing something. Do you know what I mean? And that light there, the rev counter, you watching there, look, the fault code 8000, that's because the petrol tank's disconnected. So it won't be long before this runs out of petrol. Bloody hell. Oh, we've got a bit of, can you see that? There's a bit of smoke coming from somewhere. So I think there's a bit of oil, look. There, look. I think there's oil squirting out from somewhere onto the exhaust. So, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to investigate what that is. But I'll investigate what that is when I've got the carbs back on. So and the panels off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and start this up again, because as you can tell then it ran out. There's no, oh look at that. Let me see if it'll start. Right, that's, whew, it stinks of fucking, and look at that, there's like a smoky mist in there. That's cool, isn't it? Anyway, yeah, so there's a bit of a there's oil dripping, so I need to investigate that. Right, so the next thing to do is I've disconnected the X-up, the throttle position sensor from the loom. I'm now going to disconnect the battery. You should always disconnect the battery when you're working on stuff. The other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this little bit of a engine harness type thing off here and give that a clean up, because you can see tapes hanging off and stuff like that. So the right hand coil, as you sat on the bike, has got a grey and red wire. And the left hand coil, as sat on the bike, you've got a red and orange wire. So I will take off the carbs, but first of all you've got to undo all the cables and stuff. So I'll undo them, then I'll come back to you. Okay, for those who have done carbs before, you'll know what a pain in the arse it is to get the Allen keys, the Allen, you know, the hose pipe clip things. Do you know, I forgot what they're fucking called now, that hold the rubbers on and they hold the carbs onto the rubbers. So what I use to make it a lot easier is this. It's like a bendy extension with one of them little tiny knuckle joint things. So that knuckle joint thing is a 6.3mm, and the Allen key socket is a H3. So I use them, and it's dead easy then to get in. So I've undone them. I'm going to pull the carbs off now. In fact, I'll show you now. Look, watch. So them are undone now. I've only undone the top ones because I can just then pull the carbs off, if you know what I mean. The bottom cable is still connected, but the bracket's loose. And I've also just undone the throttle adjuster cable from that side of the engine. So this now should just pull off. Come on, you bastard. I'm not good. I'm not good at pulling with my left. Oh, there, look. Oh shit, right, I forgot the choke cable. So let me get the choke cable off and then this cable will come off then. So that's off now. You can tell that one of the rubbers wasn't on tight enough because it's pulled off with the carb. So that could have been a potential air leak, couldn't it? The other thing is this water coolant hose that goes into the left hand side of the carb. That's got a split in it. So that would have helped, so I need a new one of them. There's a little bit of water down there, but that's just from this other one. Where has it gone? There's another coolant hose somewhere. Oh, it's still on carb. That's it. It's down there. Look, it's still on the carburetor. It's this one. That one there. So that's where the water's come from that. So yeah. So as you can see, the rubbers have come off. Well, one has. But that's what I meant about these stupid little Allen key thingies. Them there, look. They're a bit awkward to get to. And that tool there. This one you can sort of like just, you know, you can get it in there, look, and undo it, if you know what I mean. There, look, and it undoes, and it's a lot easier, is that? A lot easier to do, is that? That's brilliant, is that? Right, anyway, I will carry on. Right, I'm just letting the water drain out before I put it back in the unit, because I'm going to take that pipe home with me, that one there, I'm taking it home. So I've put a bit of cloth down the oh, look how dirty that water is. That's proper dirty, isn't it? Let me see if I can get the thermostat cap off. Right, that's the bike away, the carb's off, it's all in the boot. So the next video will be in my shed, stripping the carbs down, getting them ready to go in the ultrasonic cleaner. So I shall see you next time, guys. Bye.